I didn't actually suspend my recording, but it was stopped, so I couldn't handle it. I'm actually better than most of American people. What? What do you want me to ask? Which of the following suffixes means look to observe? Scoping. Yeah, I'm actually better than majority of people. Ecchymosis? This is contagious. Ecchymosis. Ecchymosis. I think it's black and blue bruise. Yeah, right, exactly. I have never studied it in a million years. I know better than other people. I really actually know better than majority American. I have every reason to be in America. To have no rhythm. 다른 미국에 뭐 단어 더 많이 알아요. Inflammation of tympanic membrane. Laryngitis. I know better than you. Edema, swelling. Yeah, edema is a swelling. Eczema is a skin rash. Which medical term describes disease of heart muscle? Cardiomyopathy. That's amazing. You don't really know this, right? I have never studied it. Who asked someone? I have never even actually touched any. That's cystectomy. Isn't that one? Gallbladder is a cystectomy. Oh, it's a colectomy. Oh, okay. Gallbladder. Oh, shit. I'm a cyst. Oh, that's cyst. I know. Colorectomy. Okay, I'll admit that. Painful menstruation. Menstruation. Dysmenorrhea. Pubic bone. 억울해. A vulva suprapubic. 진짜 아깝다. 너무 빨리 했어. Enlargement of finger and toe. Dactylomegaly. I know it. 너무 빨리 했어. 그거 사이스트 그냥 블라스트고 콜로노 해야지. 예전에 몇 년 전에 하면서인데 which of the following terms means a bone or on top epi? 좀 천천히 해. 하나 틀렸잖아. I'm actually better than other people. Anaphylaxia? It's a life-threatening allergic reaction. Exactly. I made a one mistake. Being unable to speak. I'm not lying, I don't forget. I was too quick. Disease of the lymph node. It's easy one. Apnea. Not breathing. You're normal. No, I'm actually better. Suffix iatric. Physician. Prefix carp. Carp is wrist. Carpal syndrome. Yeah. Kidney. Kidney is nephro. I missed one. The medical term describes the membranes that cover brain and meningitis. Meninges. Inflammation. No, I really actually know more than American. I want to prove it. I really actually know more. I'm not a narcissist. Hyper and hypo have the same meaning. No, it's really the opposite. Which of the following prefixes best describes numb or sleep? Narco. Oh, I have a better chance to become American than Korean. I don't even actually know what the Korean doctors say. RX? Was it prognosis? No, it's a prescription. That's a nurse word. I know it. Hemorrhage means bleeding. Person had hypertension, high blood pressure, hyper. Ah, I missed one. I was so crazy. I mean, I just made a mistake. I just really never liked it. Several years ago I got everything, but this time I actually missed one thing. I just tried it 3 years ago. Oh my gosh, I really can. I'm not ESL. Who would actually say that? I know more in English. I'm not an ESL student. I'm not an ESL. Let's try to actually see then. No, I'm not. No, I have never actually tried it before. Don't actually repeat the same one. Right now, if I ever actually see more of a repetitive one, I will skip that one. Drop out of it. 계속 똑같은 거 하면 나가자. 필요 없잖아. 이미 많이 맞췄는데 3번 이상 맞췄으면 내 거지. I'm actually better. I know more words than other people, other American. I can guarantee. That's easily verifiable. Oh, cool. No, I mean I missed it. It's really verifiable. No, I don't need to. I'm not actually taking a lot of time. Even as a real American, they should actually, see. No. No, I never had done it wrong. I'm not actually taking lots of time. That's not true. I'm actually better than most of American. Think about it. I'm really quick. I have never actually tried it before. 한 적 없는 거예요. I'm actually better. I'm not actually thinking slowly. I have a greater chance to become American than Korean. 한국어보다 훨씬 잘해요. No, I don't really. Belligerence. Well, I don't really need it. Confrontational. It's really easy. 훨씬 잘해요, 한국어보다. 안 헷갈려요. 계속 똑같은 거 나오면 그만하자. 지겨워. 그럼 한 번 잘못 들으면 여태까지 알던 거 다 끝이에요. 너무 불리한. The system itself is designed to be very unfair. Just simple. There is no recognition. Even after I'm not really demean to the person. More than 3 times I got something correct. Why would you actually say that one single event caused by a very reckless inattention, that's really the one carries the greatest weight? Have you thought about the ridiculous argument of it? I know better than other people. Oh, that one mistake. I really don't like it. Because I really know it. Oh, chloro. I know it. Enamored, infatuated. It's really easy. I'm not crazy. I really actually don't know more words than other American. Benefactor? Endow a scholarship. I know it better than you. Antebellum. Before the war. I know actually things are better than you. Benediction? Ceremonial prayer. It's invocation. Isn't it? Yeah, I know things are better. I decriminalize, legalize. I know things are better than you. You don't even actually know this. Pact, treaty. I know I actually know things. Because, how would I ever actually solve SAT? Whenever I solve the SAT sentence completion, I normally had a very great chance of excelling other people. But they don't buy it. Oh, you actually cheated. No, as long as there's a sentence-related context. It's really easy for me to pick out the right answer. Pacifist? To me, it's really easy. No, I'm not slower. That does not mean even if I actually get it, I'm not slower. I'm not really slower than other Americans. That's not true. It's not slower. Watch this. I don't really need to repeat anything. You think that, I'm actually preparing this. Then let's try to actually, pick a random. Please bring anything that I've never seen before. I'm not trying. How would I know it? You know what? There is no matching one. Let's try to actually, type something really new. Never tried it. I have never seen anything. Yeah, third, Obama debate. I have never tried it. I have never tried it. 한 적 없어요. 여기 한 적 없다 하면 resume. 그럼 했으면 하지 말게. 다른 거 할게요. I don't really need to. I'm not third. I'm actually better than other people. I'm really far better than most of American people with a college degree. I have never tried it. Numerous. I actually know it really well. No, I'm not really. Imagine, no. Very large equality. No, it's a really reality. As long as I really read it, I can get everything. Vegetarian. No, I know better than you. I actually know far better than most of American. Oh, it's true. Oh, to me, let one's hair down. This is really easy. Just simply relax. It really had a perspective difference. That's really the point. If you really have a more meanings packed up in your brain, then, I know from the second meaning perspective, they said a moderate has never been acceptable as observe instead of occupation, not even preoccupation. Have you thought about ridiculous argument like that? I'm actually far better. I'm actually way better than most of American. I had a little temper issue. It's really easy. I actually know that, delicacy really well. I'm actually better than them. No, I'm not actually B. I'm actually at an A level by even actually standard of a real American. Watch this. No, I'm not phonetic. No, my tonality has never been wrong. No, I don't really need to. I'm actually a genius. I don't really need to repeat it. Even actually local people, I'm not really secondary. Watch this. I'm not a narcissist. Watch this. My vocabulary worse than far better than majority of people. Yeah, just say it at a high level. Just say it. I don't really care. Just bring whatever things drama high. I've never tried it before. It's not something that I had done before. I have never tried it. It's a really random choice. Let's try to do it. I really a natty. Oh. Janti. Explain further. You can say slake and dilate to get that in the feel for. Slake, quench, dilate, widening. Both are fine. Scarcely, no, I'm not scarce. What to this? I'm not a South Korean. They had, the only reason I'm actually getting it wrong, either they actually, were trying to fool me. Even though I actually, chose attenuate, there had been, such a bouncing back, leaping forward, crazy monitor, which changed the direction of mine. They just actually simply changed the answer. They had done it. I saw it. That's the reason I would have never solved it without having camera installed. Manaya. Impassive. I know. I'm not really lesser than the American. Provenance, I know. You don't even actually know this, eh? Self-effacing. Radisson. I really know every word with accuracy. Implicated. I know better than I know the subtlety really well. I'm actually genius. I've never tried. I'm actually normally bad with something tried before. That's the first time. No preparation. I am actually always beating most of Americans. It's true. I don't like the repetition. It's true. You want me to actually try something radically new? Yeah, we're gonna actually see who's actually the greatest one. I don't know. Let's try to actually do it. No, I'm not lying. Classics the major awards. Let's try to do it. I'm not really kind of. I'm actually better than most of people. Not middle schooler. No, that's really not true. I'm actually better than other people. I'm not a sixth at the age. Man, let's try to actually do it. I'm actually better. Let's try to do it. It's not humor. I'm actually far better than most of people. I'm not a narcissist. I know. It's a far better. I'm actually better. It's an easy one. Yeah. I don't really need to prepare for it. Why would you actually say you have to prepare for it? I don't know what would have come out. 뭐 나올지 모르는데 왜 prepare 했다 해요? If you ever actually think that I have a prepare for it, that's really not true. Watch this. I mean, anything. Any suggestion you want to make? I'm actually better. Oh, literally college prep. No, college level. I'm actually better than most of a college student. Let's try to do it. You think that I would not know this type of words? I have never tried it. Emboss. Oh, sure. A set of stationery. I have already tried it, but I had never made a mistake. That's important. Watch this. Ebullience. Exuberance. I know from the very beginning I got it. I always got a better chances at my first trial. Strident means loud. You just actually pass by and it's walking down the street with a loud noise and such an almost like a jingoistic, pompous move. Yeah, strident. It's a really loudly pompous and overbearing move. So it's a grating on nerves. Strident. I mean, I don't really know the perspective, but it's a very obvious. It's loud, pompous. Let me actually define it. It's very obvious. It's a pompous, overbearing, walking down, or movement. You just actually get lots of attention from other people, even to the degree of nerve grating. Strident. It's not wandering, roaming around. Strident. We're just making lots of noise while you're actually moving around to draw attention. Strident. What do I need to do? I already actually got many times. Are we sure there was an answer? I know what this means. No, I'm not lying. I don't agree with any of these answers. No, they're not right. 답이 없어요. Strident 그런 뜻 아니에요. I know SAT vocabulary better than other people. I know the subtlety, tiny subtlety really well. I just really need to calm down. I'm not preparing for it. Multiple meaning, yes, I'm better. But then you need to actually provide a context. Without context, I had a different approach. I have a reason. You said, have you ever thought about that this is really ridiculous? They even actually think that this is not right. How would you even actually dare to say the verb is not really acceptable? Multiple meaning. You're the one who even actually cited multiple meaning? Excuse me, are you crazy? Then how would you actually say insolent can never be actually recognized as a swollen? It would only be recognized as brazy. You're the one who truly omitted the very important second meaning. You're the one who's been so obsessed with the primary meaning, but who actually gives a primary priority? Those two are equally juxtaposed in the dictionary. I know a better multiple meaning. I know better than you. I'm not a narcissist. No, I know better than you. I know better than you. No, it's not fear. I know better than you. I'm actually a genius. Who knows everything? I don't really need to. I'm not naive. That's not true. I'm actually a genius. I don't really need to. I know more than you. No, I'm actually not two-dimensional. I think I see things far better than other people. Because I do know more words than other Americans. It's really obvious. Not really anticipate, foresee. To me, it's really easy. I have no preparation. Not guessing correctly, that's not true. I'm not rude. I know more than you. No possible difference. I know it really well. No, that's not true. I can actually say, well, what's really true. I know the difference really well. Nobody might like her the. Oh. Invest. Oh, why would you say invest can never be institute? Oh, excuse me. Can we honestly say that investment, invest a power? That's really not true. 이게 안 된대요. 이 dictionary.com 이상해요. Can we honestly say that invest is really putting power? You don't really know the multiple meaning. You're the one who fails it. Invest means investiture, investment. It's really the opposite of a divest. You actually know what? Invest a power in the Congress. It's really the same as vested. The power is vested in the Congress. You actually say the institute is not really the case. Oh, that's so ridiculous. Institute means install. Can we actually honestly have a Rogers? Oh, it's a really ridiculous argument. I've never actually in my entire life heard this kind of stupidity. What do you mean by that? This is really the ridiculous argument that I can ever hear. We need a better dictionary. I'm not actually picking the dictionary, but I just actually know more. Wait, hang on a second. Invest가 institution인데 미친 거 아니야? Invest definitely here means make investment or even institute a power. Install in office with a ceremony. Provide with an enveloping pervasive quality. So let's try to actually find the institute. 미친 거 아니야? 야, 그래놓고 나한테 써볼지는 모르는데. Institute. Establish, organize, introduce, initiate, begin. Institute. Establish, invest in an office. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. 야, 이게 나한테 틀렸대. Are you fucking crazy? You don't even actually know what the rightful answer is. 여기 invest in a power 나와 있어요. Establish investment in an office position institute. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what? My problem is I had a little temper issue. So if I normally actually be beaten because of this dubious and spacious and spurious trial, then I would be so angry and mad at this consequences, so I could not accept things as it is. So next performance would be badly influenced. Either I would be too radically quack. That means I really wanted to prove more because I got one wrong. I couldn't accept it, so I would have quickened my steps, and that would normally include more of a troubles. I'm not lying. My vocabulary is in no way, no how actually lesser than other college American students. I can actually guarantee it. I can never accept it. Just actually don't want to anything. No, I'm not actually not. No, I'm not lesser than other people. Stay strong. Fork and fort. Let's try to do it. Do you think that I would not know it? Stay strong. Forte. Specialty. Forceful. Normally, if I ever actually get one thing wrong, it would actually cause a chain reaction. I would be so depressed. So I really wanted to prove more by solving more questions really quickly to cover as broader context as possible. Then it would actually normally make me very prone to making another errors. Is it true? I have to actually work on my mind control. Force. It's not guessing, but I know it. But I have to be very cautious. But after solving many hours of 5 hours, you somehow lost track of what it should be. That's not really your average score. Or I know if you ever actually read it multiple hours, you know it. Then why, those brilliant minds in Jeopardy, they say something really stupid. Even Anderson Cooper, when he appeared on Jeopardy, he actually more than 2 times said a really stupid thing. He didn't actually get the question properly, even though it was written in English. And he didn't actually say something really right by actually mentioning something really ridiculous. Then why wouldn't real Americans would do that? They're actually no credit for the best school in America. Why would they ever do that? Because you can never actually be constant. I really actually want to say that today I actually heard many different expressions. But you know what? Letting one's hair down, that's really the easiest form. You just have to sit back and relax, have a fun time. I mean, I'm more than happy to be tested every single day. Just actually try me. Right now, if I ever actually turn on CNN, what would I actually hear? That's really the deal. Fortress. Protection. Let's try to actually see. 지금 CNN 틀어서 뭐 나오는지 보자. Any random expression. I really don't mind.
Thank you, Mr. Attorney General. I appreciate your time. Good to be with you, Don. Thank you. Coronavirus hospitalizations are up all across the U.S. This weekend saw the highest number of new cases since July. And an expert infectious disease doctor is warning the darkest days of the pandemic are ahead.
So right now, the coronavirus number in the United States hit the highest, adding the greatest amount that could ever be thought of since July. July, in the United States, they already experienced this peak, reaching the new high. But right now, adding almost the 220, they actually make the total amount of people more than 8.2 billion, right? 8.2 million, that's really the newest number. And this is an unbelievable addition. With the 220,000, that's it, right? That's what has been said. And in addition to that, the Supreme Court right now rejects the extension of the mail-in votes arrival. That means Pennsylvania already passed the local legislature that would accept votes or ballots with the postmark well beyond the election day. As long as voters actually seen this ballots ahead of time. You understand what I mean? If voters truly put their mail-in ballots in the envelope before the election day, like several days well before the election day, and to make sure that this would actually be sent on time, their ballot would it arrive in the place and at the local station on time, then these are likely to be accepted. Even the actual arrival would have missed a couple of days because they are likely to be caused by the insufficient man force and manpower at the United States Post Service, USPS. So they just actually decide to accept them. However, this core, with the one person missing, so we are actually failing to have a full court. But this court rejects the very notion of allowing late coming ballots. Even though these are not likely to be caused by the voters' mistakes, the voters' negligence, those people, the registered voters who actually already made early decision to obtain the documents, and that they already sent out their ballots, but they're not going to be redeemed as they actually intended because there had been certain unexpected circumstances due to the heavy overload of ballots, so their outcomes are not going to be part of a tally up, and that's the problem. Each ballot should be tabulated, but these type of procedures are going to be dropped or not likely to be rewarded. That's what it is about. It's very easy. I don't really need to think about it. I mean, I really don't know. It's really easy. Comfort, ease. I don't know. It's not risk, not at all. Watch this, you know. Not really hard luck. I'm not at all. Not at all taking a hard look. I actually spend the same amount of time than other American. That's really true. I don't think I would actually spend another extra second than other American. I don't think so. I don't actually think so. Do you, if you're really American, you think that I'm actually spending a lot of time than other people? Oh, that's really not true. A fortress. I mean, oh my gosh, I actually really thought as a, oh my god, fortified defense structure, better one. I'm so sorry. I chose a figurative meaning. Normally we have an, I'm so sorry, I chose a figurative meaning, but there was a literal meaning underneath it. 밑에서 literal meaning. 근데 이건 이런 차이예요. 조심해야 돼. 밑에까지 봐야 되는데 안 보고 그냥 figurative meaning 가니까. Bastion, citadel, or stronghold. 아니면은 what do we have? Beachhead. Or bulwark, right? Bulwark. These are really constructions built to fortify and to strengthen the protected construction. 근데 figuratively, I know figurative. When we were actually talking about politics, President Obama, former President Obama, would be an ally who would actually build up on the fortress to seize the mindsets undecided even up until this moment by inspiring voters to come out. We can actually say that. But the problem is, I actually know it. So I was a somewhat, like a person who would have never paid full attention to every option because I've been solving these questions for multiple hours. So I should have waited up until the fourth one because we had a more like physical and literary meaning, but I didn't wait. But you know what, Bastion, in literal sense, a citadel, stronghold, a beach or bulwark, that means something that actually reinforces the capacity. But in a general sense, you actually build up on a buttress. That's really like the buttress. And that's really a fortress. That actually, truly protects the main castle by building up on an additional annex intended to strengthen the defense capacity of a certain building. Of course, I know in literal sense we say it as a citadel or a fortress or buttress. Any type of additional construction as an edifice built to protect the main castle or the main building that should be surrounded and encapsulated by the defense system, just like a very intricate web that would have surrounded. But I should have waited. This reflects, my tendential mistakes. If I ever be questioned about the same thing over and over again, then in my mind actually I would be very impatient. So I would actually settle down with whatever that suits my taste for the first time. But there should be a better answer. Literal answer has always a greater priority. I understand that part. But I actually settled in with a figurative meaning. Bastion, in a conversation, in civil conversation, we don't live in a medieval time anymore. So we're actually like for instance, Donald Trump expects to see a bastion by building up on a firewall to crack down on more expansion of a Joe Biden's popularity. In that way, he just actually hosted multiple rallies in the state of Arizona, right? He really wanted to at least minimize the possible onslaught of Joe Biden fever. So, in an effort to seize and capture those leaving and fleeing away defectants, he just wanted to create a firewall. And as he still actually lodges enormous hopes in the Bastion, normally considered as the red state, the Bastion and the fortress that would be supposed to be part of his defense system. I mean, that's kind of, a conversation. I mean, I chose that one, but fourth one is definitely better. That's a literal meaning. Any type of a structure that was built to fortify the defense system, I didn't really see. I should have seen it. This is the reason I'm actually getting something wrong. Not because that I forget. I want to actually submit this evidence to back up my thesis. But if you actually solve it on computer, then they would actually be minimized. You don't really need to actually, have this kind of mistake. Because on computer, you can actually see everything at once. It's fine. I'm not lying.